What is up, guys? This is FazeR, and this video is going to be talking about FIFA 14 Ultimate Team new features. So basically anything that has been announced as being in FIFA 14 Ultimate Team, we're going to basically have a little look at that, have a little look at the stuff that has been announced, and have a talk about whether it is positive or negative. If you guys want to leave your opinion in the comment section below, that would be appreciated. Just basically talk about whatever it is that you think is a positive or negative, and explain why in the comment section to give your opinion to me and to other people as well. The gameplay you can see in the background is of a Seasons game because EAS FC wouldn't let me connect to Ultimate Team for some reason. Obviously I thought Ultimate Team gameplay would be a bit more appropriate given the subject of the video, but it wouldn't let me connect, so I just went into a Seasons game instead. This Seasons game is in Division 2 and I'm using Bayern Munich. I wasn't really in the mood to try hard, so you'll see if you watch the video that a lot of the chances that I got, I didn't really sort of sweat and just smash in. I tried to like skin the keeper and stuff just because I was in the mood to mess around. So yeah, let's get on to some of the stuff that has been announced. First of all, the online single matches are back. Now I know a lot of people are really happy about this because I think when they were back in FIFA 09, the online single matches were in, and a lot of people have missed them. Basically the positive about online single matches are that if you make a new team and stuff and you don't want to play with them in like the division, so you risk losing points, if you want to just have a few games so that you can get used to the team, it is handy to be able to go on the online single matches. And although it will obviously affect your overall matches, like wins to losses, it won't affect your standing in the division. Like say if you're in Division 1 and you don't want to lose points in case you get relegated, it won't affect that. So that's really handy to be able to play some games and get used to new squads that you make and try them out. Seasons is going to have 10 divisions. Now this is a really big thing, I think, because in the current FIFA, like FIFA 13, there's only 5 divisions in Ultimate Team. Obviously if you're watching this video you probably play Ultimate Team, so you'd know that. But it seems to be a bit sort of jumbled. Like you'll get into Division 1 and sometimes you'll play some people that are really good solid players, and sometimes you'll go in a game and people just won't be very good. Like they'll be able to attack but they won't be able to defend, or you just get easier games. Like some of that is down to, you know, people like saying EA logic and blah blah blah. And I think that does play a part in actually, because obviously everyone knows when you get into some games you can't pass and you can't, you know, there's not much you can do, and I think that does have some sort of effect on it. But definitely I know when I'm playing I come up against some people and I get absolutely slaughtered because they're very good players, and some people you come up against and you absolutely demolish them. Now obviously, like I said, that might be to do with some of the EA stuff, but I think some of it as well is to do with people sort of being a bit jumbled in divisions. So obviously with 10 divisions it's going to make it a lot harder for people to get up to Division 1, and only the good, like solid players will be able to sit in Division 1. So if you're not so good and you find yourself in Division 1 at the minute and you're losing quite often, you can't really seem to sort of get any sort of stable, and you keep going between like Division 1 and Division 2, and maybe in the new FIFA you'll sort of get to maybe like Division 4 and you'll settle there, and it should be a more comfortable experience. Like you should be coming up against people who are quite evenly matched against you and having some good games of FIFA, and that obviously will improve your gaming experience as a whole, because it's not very fun to come on and lose and lose and lose, and then obviously you get on that little high where you smash a few people in a row and you win some games, and then you just come up against a few hard people and you keep getting beat again. So if there's more divisions and it's a bit more evened out, you're going to have a more comfortable experience and you're going to have a more fun experience playing the game as well. It is possible to customise your club, so you can change like your kit takers, and you can change your kit numbers as well. I'm not really sure if that has an effect actually in the game, but you can change the kit numbers of your players, and you can change like who takes your short free kick, long free kick, penalties, left corner, right corner, and that's good because sometimes in FIFA 13 I'd find my keeper keeps coming up for the corner, and I didn't really understand why it would do that, but it did, and it's really frustrating having to change the player every time and stuff. And obviously in FIFA 13 you could pause it and change the player roles, but to know that you can just do it once and that it's done for each squad or whatever, I guess that's going to be really good, because it's annoying to have to keep changing it, so it's just a good thing to be able to do. The filtering system was improved, so obviously searching for players and stuff, and we'll talk about that a little more in a moment because there's a few things that are quite good and quite important in there, so we'll go a bit deeper into that in a moment. The formation and morale cards were removed from the game, so basically now you can pick up, say you want to buy Falcao, you can pick him up on any single card, any Falcao that you want, and he will be able to play in any formation that you put him in, and it won't affect his chemistry. And morale cards have been removed, so I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. Like, I mean, I don't think they can really take morale out of the game because obviously it's quite a big part of the game. But I think they're sort of removing the sort of morale abuse. So obviously if you apply morale cards to a player and they have very high morale, it actually improves their stats because of their finishing increase, etc, etc. And if you have low morale, their finishing will be lower, their passing will be lower, etc. Now obviously with the new chemistry styles that are being introduced, you can sort of get that same effect anyway. So I don't know if that's why they've removed the morale cards, so that you don't get like a morale boost and then a chemistry style boost to make it really ridiculous. But I'm not really sure what they're doing with morale. I think basically everyone will have sort of a set standard morale for every match, and then only the chemistry styles will affect the increase of any given stat. So yeah, talking more about the chemistry styles, there are going to be chemistry styles in the game, and there's going to be 3 different groups of chemistry styles, I believe. And it's going to be, you have a chemistry style that will affect all 6 attributes, but it will only increase them by 1 point each. Then you'll get a chemistry style that will affect 3 attributes and will increase them by 2 points each. And then you'll get a chemistry style that will increase 2 attributes, but will increase them by 3 points each. So it's a maximum of 6 points basically per card. So obviously if you have the one that covers overall, you have 1 increase on pace, dribbling, shooting, defending, heading, passing. You have 1 increase on each, which obviously is a total of 6. Then if you have the chemistry style that only affects 2 of them, you'll have 3 points on each, which totals 6. And the likewise for if you select the chemistry style that covers 3 points, it will give 2 points on each, also adding to a total of 6. So that's kind of evened out a bit. Like, you can't make the players really ridiculously like overpowered. Which is good. I mean, you wouldn't want one that would increase 3 points on every single stat, because if somebody has loads of coins and they say that was the more expensive card, they could afford that and put it on every single player, and their whole team would be a little bit ridiculous. So to go further into some of the stuff now, this is basically firstly about the filtering system. So the auction search has now been changed to transfer market, and it's going to be a lot easier to find what you want, because there's going to be more filters to search out the players that you want to find. And it's going to be filters for consumables as well, so positioning cards and training cards. You're going to be able to search those a bit more specifically as well. At the moment in FIFA 13 there are 6 player searches, which is the level, the formation, the position, nationality, league and club. In FIFA 14 the formation filter will be replaced by chemistry styles, so instead of having obviously the formation bar there, you'll have the chemistry style one to search for that. So you'll be able to find the player that you want with the right chemistry style. And the level of the player, like gold, silver or bronze, is now called quality. So there's a chance there that you'll be able to search for inform cards or team of the season cards maybe. It's not a definite, but it is if you think it's like quality, you might be able to do that, which would be handy, because sometimes when you're searching for an inform, I mean, it's easy enough to search for an inform by putting the minimum price up, because obviously no inform will be lower than a certain price, but it is still handy to have it there, so you can just flick on inform and then it's done. The new thing that a lot of people are loving, and it is really handy, is you can now search by name. So you can find the exact player you want, just type their name in, and it's literally just going to pop that player up there, which is really handy. In FIFA 13 you can search for players like from your club. If you're on like your squad screen, you can obviously search in the club and find the players you want. From that same screen it's now going to be possible to search the market, and I think what you're going to be able to do is sort of say you've got like a Liga BBVA team and you want to search for Falcao, or you want to basically search for a striker from that league. I think if you search from your squad screen, hovered over the position that you want to search for, you can look at each player and it will tell you the chemistry that they will give to your team before you've even bought them, which I think is going to be really handy if you like to build hybrid squads. So then at least you can search for a player for the position that you need him in, and you can see the chemistry before you actually buy him, which will help you obviously find the best player to fit in that position for your hybrid squad. So that's going to be handy. The last thing I want to talk about is transferring your team coins, etc. from one generation of console to the next. So if you're worried about buying FIFA 14 on the PS3 or the Xbox 360 because you know you're going to be going and getting the PS4 or the Xbox One, it's not too much of a bigger deal, because If you have the Xbox 360 and then a few months later when the Xbox One comes out, you go and buy that as well, there's a one-time transfer from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. You'll be able to take your coins, your team, your players, everything, like all your cards, etc. You'll be able to take the whole Ultimate Team from the Xbox 360 to the Xbox One, and the same applies with the PlayStation 3. You'll be able to take everything to the PlayStation 4. Obviously, you can't go from Xbox 360 to PS4 or from PlayStation 3 to Xbox One. For obvious reasons, you know, they're not even the same company console, etc. That's just obvious. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you found out maybe some stuff you didn't know, or at least had some stuff confirmed or further explained that you may have knew already. Like I said earlier, leave in the comment section below anything that you think is positive or negative, and maybe leave in there any ideas that you have that they could maybe bring to the game to make it a better user experience and to make the game more enjoyable for everyone. I'm going to leave the gameplay running in the background if you guys would like to continue watching that to see how I finish off the game. And other than that, I'm going to end the commentary here. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you on my next video too. Thanks for watching, guys.
Very successful tackle, stopping the supply from the wide areas. Opportunity to break forward, really. Backed up on the left-hand side. The interception is a good one. That. FazeR Özil. That's a wonderful pass. Hits the shot. And Neuer at his best. Real Madrid get the corner. Let's check on the shots. And yes, as you would suspect, they've got the goals from a fewer number of attempts. Yeah, they have. Oh, he's broken away. Put him in here. Well executed. Shots on here. Excellent save, Casillas. Save possession is 9-10. He's in, Benzema. Shot. And he knocked the ball upfield. Here's everybody. Beats his man, and he goes for goal. Bayern Munich have proved the experts wrong. They thought it would be close. It's anything but. It's a stroll in the park for the German club. No way Manuel Neuer could be beaten with a shot like that. They've got the ball back and they want to use it. Get forward quickly. Defender stepped in very capably. They're passing it well here. Promising piece of attacking play. It's nothing in the end, and now the opposition have the ball back. Excellent interception for Madrid. The second half hasn't really improved too much. Real trying, working different players, different tactics, but they just can't get through an opponent, and the obduracy is going to bring victory, I think. Teammate free in the centre. Schweinsteiger. Gomez. Tony Kroos. defence against them, and now the situation is against them after that great potential for the counter-attack. He's pulled up short because he's feeling the leg as if he's pulled a muscle. Slid in. Great opportunity. And it ends with this shot. And here he comes. He wants to do it to the goalkeeper up for the corner. And he's in there with a header. There was the opening, the real opening.